This video is going to demonstrate how to upload a visual aid into one of your speech assignments. For this course, a visual aid is required for the informative and the persuasive speech. You'll want to create a PowerPoint that would then need to be saved as a PDF file because that's the only type of file that is supported in GoReact. So you're going to go into My Hack, just as you would if you were going into the course, and then you're going to go into the course. Once you're in the course, you need to go to the content section, and that's where you will find the module for the GoReact assignments. It is titled Resource GoReact Speech Recordings. From there, you would want to go to the speech assignments. Now you would choose the assignment, whichever assignment it is that you're doing. For this example, I'm going to use the test GoReact recording with the visual aid. I'd like to remind you again that when the default setting in GoReact is to show you just mine, so to show you just your recordings. In order to see recordings from everybody in the class, which you will need to do when you're commenting, you just want to change to a peer view. In this particular assignment, there are no peer views. So again, there's the mine that shows just yours and the peer, and that's just for viewing purposes. Okay, so you're in the assignment and you're ready to create your video. So you're going to click the Add Video button. When you're here, let's title this. Often it's nice to title it with the topic of your speech. It allows then people who are going in to watch your speech, whenever you have where you have choices, to say, oh, well, that sounds like a topic I'm interested in. I'm going to call this How to Record with a Visual Aid. Okay. It's going to show you as a presenter, GoReact and D2L are able to communicate with each other. And here where it says Add PDF Slides, notice it does distinguish PDF, you would click that button. You now need to choose a PDF file. So you have created your PowerPoint, or if you are working in Google, the Google Drive, you've created your Google Slides, and then you have downloaded that as a PDF file. And you'll download that to somewhere on your computer, and then you'll be able to go in and you'll be able to select that. So I'm just going to select something quickly here that is this. And I'm going to make sure that I choose the PDF file. If you would try to upload a PowerPoint, it's going to tell you that it does not support that file type. Once you do that, you want to click the Start button. And there we go. All right. So we have that. Okay. We are now ready to record. So we can see that that's there. We're going to hit the record button. Everybody's system is different. Every browser is a little bit different. If it asks you to run Adobe Flash, allow it to run Adobe Flash. If you don't allow that, it's not going to engage with your camera. You're going to allow it to pick up your camera. So it's picking up the camera and the microphone. And I want to adjust the record volume. Maybe also reduce the echo. Close, and I'll allow GoReact to engage with the microphone and the camera. Okay, now you can see me, and I'm standing here in my kitchen. I can see the bars moving. If it seems like it's too loud, I can just adjust that volume just a little bit. I don't really want it to be in the red zone. But again, this is why it's always good to test. And you can make as many test recordings as you want. You can discard them, you can just leave them in there, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can see that you can see yourself. Right here regarding the slides, you're going to use the arrows to advance your slides while you're recording. So you want to click that dotted button that says, okay, I understand. And as soon as you do that, look at this. Here you have your visual aid. As you are going through and you're delivering your speech, you have your visual aid right there to look at. I want to show you also that you can change. If yours is looking real small, maybe yours is like this, you're like, oh, I can't see it. Well, look, I can change the size of that. Again, just if you go, you can see these little dots here. Once that changes, and then you can change the size of everything. Okay. As you are delivering your speech, you want to advance those slides. So let's pretend that we have done the introduction, or we're done talking about this slide. We're moving on to the next slide, the arrow. And There we go. Now we have the slide. We're going to talk about whatever's on that slide, just like if you were standing in a room or on a stage or in a classroom and delivering this, you want to advance those slides. These are not just here for us to advance through them ourselves. So as you're going through your speech, you're going to be advancing your slides. You can see here it is very small. There's not really a way to adjust that too much, but it does tell you which one's coming up next. This is why it's important that you continue to use that delivery outline so that you have that. You know, something that a lot of students do, which is a fantastic idea, is if when you're using that PowerPoint, you can print the PowerPoint so that there are 3 slides. And you could even use that then as your delivery outline and just make some notes. So again, whatever it takes for you to get through the speech without you actually reading everything that you have written. So again, you're going to advance through the slides as you go throughout your speech. Now let's imagine that we're all done. We're done and we can, we're done recording. I did not do this in this demonstration because I know that I end up getting feedback, but in order, of course, to do this speech, I'm working in Screencast-O-Matic, but you would have had to have clicked the begin button to start recording. So let me do that. And it's going to save the time sliding. And let me just go through and do a few things here. Okay, so now you've gotten completely to the end and you're going to click and click on the end button. And it is ending that. What I've noticed is that if you are using Google Chrome, it will ask you if you want to post. If you're using Firefox, it does not ask you if you want to post. If you are ever asked if you want to post, always say yes. So I can now exit out of this recording. Again, here we go. Do you want to post? Always, yes, I want to post. Now, maybe you want to discard it. Maybe you screwed up and you want to start over. That is something that you can do. You can discard your video. So you can choose to discard. I'm going to post this one. Now, as you can see, I only recorded for a very short period of time. But you can actually then go back in and check to see, did your video post right? You're going to go back in, you can watch it. One of the things you're going to be doing is a self-assessment, and that will tell you that if it's working or not. So that is how you record with the visual aid in GoReact. It's fairly simple to do. I do recommend that you try it and do some test recordings. It's better to troubleshoot any problems before the actual speech is due.